Hey everyone, Vonlin here with my 5th YouTube video. As you can see, this one is not in Rome Total War. This will be my first commentary of a Medieval 2 Total War map. wanted to switch it up a little bit. This is actually the first ever multiplayer game I did in Medieval 2 Total War. I've played tons of Medieval 2 Total War, and as I said, online, the other Total War games. This is my first time online in Medieval 2 Total War, so I figured I'd make a commentary of the video. It was a somewhat interesting battle. I am playing as France. My opponent is playing as Spain. Lavernicus is his name, or something similar to that. For my army, I have 4 dismounted chivalric knights in the front here. On the outside, I have 4 dismounted noble knights. The difference between these two knights, for those of you that don't play a lot of Medieval Total War, is these ones have a halberd / spear-like weapon that's good against heavy armor and cavalry, where these are just sword and shield knights. In the back, I have some adventurers. I think I have 4 of them. Yep, 4 adventurers, which are heavily armored crossbowmen that also have swords. So they're a crossbow ranged unit that can also enter into melee. I have another dismounted noble knight behind them, protecting them so they don't get flanked. My general's bodyguard hanging out here in this very fancy French armor. And then I have 5 noble knights as my heavy cavalry to my left and right flanks. My opponent playing as Spain has mostly Knights of Santiago. People are going to hate me for mispronouncing that, but however you say that. A ton of dismounted conquistadors right here in the middle. It's hard to see them, they're mixed in there. He's got his whole line merged together. 2 things of peasant archers in the back to just spend extra money, I'm guessing, and a general's bodyguard. And he's got a few unique units down here. 1 thing of sword militia and 1 thing of dismounted feudal knights. But again, mostly Knights of Santiago and conquistadors. So let's hit play and see our first Medieval Total War battle here in my channel. Right off the bat, he's just going to charge me with everything he has. He's very aggressive play style. A lot of knights. He's going to throw them all at me right away as I'm busy trying to reorganize my line. He's going to kind of threaten to catch me off guard. But instead of charging the front, he decides he's going to go around for my right wing. So right away, the noble knights I have on that line, I tie up with his heavy cavalry, as well as one of my dismounted knights. Which again, I'm not too upset about him attacking my dismounted knights because they do okay against cavalry. And meanwhile, I'm scrambling to bring my other heavy cavalry around to my right flank. His infantry is advancing across the field. Now, this is interesting. You see, he has a lot more cavalry on the field than me, but he just bunched them up and attacked 1 point. And then he gave me time to bring my cavalry around, and I'm going to actually surround his units. He could have done a lot better there if he had just sent in 1 cavalry to engage mine, and he could have sent the rest of his cavalry the long way around if he had individually commanded them. He could have attacked my adventurers at the back of my infantry line, and it could have gone a lot better for him. But you see all of our melee units have engaged in some bloodshed. We have his conquistadors fighting my chivalrous knights, and a cavalry battle on the right flank. Pretty typical standard medieval battle, unfolded as you might expect, you know, with the cavalry fighting on one of the flanks for superiority, the infantry all in the middle. I got my crossbowmen here shooting. I do have a range superiority advantage. Excuse me, a little bit of tongue twister. I really think before I went and made YouTube videos like this, I would learn to pronounce all these unit names and not mess up words so much, but that is not the case. That's not what you're going to get on my YouTube channel. You're going to get mispronounced names and units and player names left and right, and you're just going to have to put up with it, I'm afraid. On the right flank, you see the cavalry battle continuing. He's like I said, you see I've surrounded all the blue French cavalry is obviously mine, and I'm able to beat him, even though we have about the same number of cavalry, and it could have gone either way. There goes his general right there. The simple act of me individually telling my cavalry to go around the sides made the difference for me. The melee here, I'm actually losing. His conquistadors are threatening to overpower my dismounted chivalric knights here, but he has freed up my cavalry now, and you see how I spread them all out, and I'm going to try to hit as many points as I can. That was a pretty lackluster anticlimactic charge. I regret zooming in for that. Maybe this one will be better. There's my general. Ooh. So really just down the line, me just taking care of his whole army. He pulls all of his units back to try to fight this cavalry. But I still have the adventurers shooting at him. And his army's pretty much going to master out at this point, so there you go, guys. It's my first Medieval 2 commentary. I kept it short and sweet. I just wanted to show you guys, change it up, have a different game on my channel, add a little bit of variety. I'll definitely be doing more stuff with Medieval 2 Total War. My next few videos are probably going to be back in Rome Total War, just because I have some interesting replays I want to work with. And I'm going to do something special for another video in Rome Total War as well, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stick around my channel, subscribe, and recommend me to your friends. Yep, that'd be a good idea. Go do it.